It's the time we all been waiting for, man. The NFL season, it is back. You know, you got the Chiefs versus the Ravens tonight to kick it off. Early predictions, who wins tonight? Who you got?
You already know who I got, man. It's my homeboy.
You know, I will say this about Mahomes. This is the real question I want to ask you, bro.
Go ahead.
Is the NFL season cooked? Is it already over?
No, it's not already over because thank goodness it's football. And so football is the one sport, like we always used to talk about. Anything can happen in the game. It's the only sport where you get one and done in the playoff system. Everybody else, you get series. But with football, you get one and done. So you take your ass out there during the playoffs and you have one bad game and you got to wait 365 to try and do it all over again. Now, a lot of things went good for the Chiefs last year, bro. Being honest, a lot of things did go good for them when it comes to like matchups in the playoffs and stuff like that. Just being a buck.
The NFL season is over, man. It's over.
I was trying to be nice, bro.
It's over.
I was trying to be nice. But
it's over. Last year, the Chiefs were not the best team. The year before that, they were not the best team. And this year, they've actually gotten better. The Chiefs have the fastest wide receiver ever.
But to be fair, bro, they weren't supposed to win the bowl at all last year.
That's my point. Yeah. That's my point. This would be the year they're supposed to win. It's over, bro. The season snuck up on me because I'm not excited about this season because it's already a three-peat for me, bro. This season is over, bro. I have NBA excitement about this upcoming season. It's over, bro.
I think that's the wrong way to look at it, though, bro.
What we playing for? Because who get to lose to Mahomes sweepstakes?
Anything can happen, bro. Somebody get hurt, something go wrong, they get the right matchup. Anything can happen, bro. So I won't say the season is watched, but I will say this: as far as AFC, I don't know who's gonna take out Mahomes and them boys because, like you said, the last 2 years, bro, they were horrible. Like, if we're gonna keep it a buck, the offensively, like the Kansas City Chiefs were horrible. They did not have anybody to consistently rely on in the pass game. They've honestly never really had a consistent running game. Never.
No, but Pacheco's straight though. He undervalued to me. That nigga a beast.
He's undervalued, yes, but he's not as good. He's not a top running back.
No, they don't need him to be a top running back. They need a productive running back, and he that.
They don't. And
that's why nobody gonna beat them niggas, bro. Because now they got Hollywood Brown. Okay, they drafted Xavier Worthy, who literally is the fastest receiver of all time. Of all time. And then you still got Patrick. You got Travis. I don't see how anybody can beat them, bro. They're going to miss like Snead. They're going to, you know what I'm saying? They're going to miss some pieces that they missing. But their core is there, bro. Nobody going to beat them niggas, bro. Like, I don't even want to say it, but them niggas might go feed it, bro. Straight up. Them niggas might go feed it, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. For you to say that shit, bro, I know you don't have to.
I hate them.
I know you do.
I hate them, bro. And it's because, who can beat y'all niggas, bro? Like your best player didn't have nobody to throw the ball to last year and they won.
But that's the thing, though, bro. That's like why Patrick is so much better than everybody. And I've been saying
he's way better than everybody.
He's way better than everybody because Patrick, the only quarterback in the NFL. And let me cook for a second, all right? I'm gonna take you on a little journey. Patrick, the only quarterback in the NFL right now that would regress so that the team can progress. I'm gonna say that again. He's the only quarterback in the NFL that is okay with regressing so that his team can continue to progress. That contract he signed 3 years ago, we thought that was the dumbest shit in the world for the Chiefs. It's looking to be one of the smartest contracts in the last 20 years in sports. Not only that, last 2 years, when you really look at the Chiefs as a whole, You're right. They weren't supposed to win the games that they won, bro. They weren't. They weren't that good. So what did Patrick do? I can't go down the field. I can't stretch the field. I can't go air raid. Play action not working. Like, you know what, bro? I'm going to just dink and dunk. I'm going to take what these niggas give me, bro. It might not
And I'm not going to make any mistakes.
I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. He's the nigga that decided to go backwards and go from a prolific starting quarterback to a game manager. He did it for
He can walk out there and he can be Dan Marino, and then he can walk out there and he can be Tom Brady. He can be Brock Purdy. He can be whatever hell. He can be Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? He can run that motherfucker. He can throw that bitch from end zone to end zone. It's like unfair how good Patrick Mahomes is, especially with the way that the rules are, how you can't hit the quarterback, you can't hit the receiver. It's just like, yo, these niggas ain't finna get beat.
And like what also makes him even better is that, like, all right, you look at Mahomes and Lamar last year in the playoffs. Mahomes put up like 14, 17 points in the first half and decided after the second half, after them 2 drives where they stalled out, he was like, you know what? If I keep bullshitting around and trying to throw this ball around the field, bro, I'm going to make a mistake. That mistake is going to lead to 7 points for them.
Yep.
And it's going to change the entire landscape of this game.
Yep.
Let me chill my ass out. They're not doing anything. They can't move the ball. They're not having success on offense. All we got to do is just keep moving the ball. Just keep milking the clock. And then you look at his opponent, you look at Lamar, and it's like, Lamar, bro, okay, I get it. You got Todd Monken. Your offense makes you look way better as a passer. But in this particular game, I'm not talking about the rest of the year. We had all year to see how good of a passer you are, all year. I'm talking about this game right now in football, which is a one-and-done sport, like we just said. I don't need you to throw the ball, nigga. They dropping their linebackers back. They dropping their safeties back. They dropping their corners back. They don't have a spot on you.
Outside of Patrick Mahomes, to me, Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the league. Okay? If I'm coaching...
Quarterback? Like throwing the ball.
He played quarterback. Quarterbacks do everything. And he do everything better than everyone except for Patrick Mahomes as a total, as the full package. All right? Now, I say that, but if it's me and I'm coaching the team in the playoffs, Lamar running that bitch. I'm sorry. I don't need to protect your body anymore. I'm running it with Lamar all playoffs. I'm running it to the Super Bowl with Lamar. And now that I have Derrick Henry, I'm running it with Lamar and Derrick Henry to the Super Bowl. Lamar, I give you credit. You can throw it. You can throw it on the run. You're way better than people give you credit for. But in the playoffs, your biggest advantage is that you are so fast. I'm not trying to say you're not a quarterback. I'm not trying to say that you're a running back. I'm saying that with the ball in your hands, you, Tyreek, and Christian McCaffrey are the most dangerous players in the league. But to me, Lamar is the most dangerous player in the league with the ball in his hand. By far. So that's what I'm doing in the playoffs. I'm giving him the ball.
I won't argue against that.
I mean, that's how you have to go down if I'm going to go down.
I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's the second best quarterback for Patrick Mahomes. And
who better than him?
For me, if I'm just talking about what a quarterback is supposed to be doing, which is passing the ball, I get it. A quarterback does everything. I'm not saying that what you're saying is incorrect. They are supposed to technically do everything, but
who better than him?
Their primary job is to throw the ball. Joe Burrow
who better than him?
Joe Burrow is a much better passer.
I'm tired of the Joe Burrow talk. And I'm tired of the Aaron Rodgers talk. To talk about Aaron Rodgers and Joe Burrow, we got to talk about 2 and 3 years ago.
Time out.
I ain't trying to hear that.
Time out. I never said shit about Aaron.
I'm saying people talk about these niggas like they were just balling, like they were just in the MVP program. They not. These niggas have to reprove themselves. Everybody want Lamar to reprove himself over and over. He goes out and win MVP, and then you tell me niggas that was good 2 and 3 years ago is better than Lamar. They're not.
They are.
They're not.
They are.
They're not. They're not. They're not. What did Joe Burrow do last year to show you he better than Lamar?
He got hurt.
That's what he did to show you he better than Lamar.
He said Lamar before he got hurt. He said Lamar after he got hurt.
What did he do last year to show you that he better than Lamar?
Nothing, because he was hurt.
So why does he deserve this credit?
Hold on. I don't need to see anything from Joe Burrow to know he's better than Lamar Jackson. Because when you
if the criteria is I don't need to see you play, then cool.
I let you do it. I don't need to see anything more from Joe Burrow to know he's better than Lamar Jackson. Because if we're talking about overall athlete, he blows him out of the water when it comes to it. Lamar Jackson to Joe Burrow. Quarterback-wise, when the game is on the line, I don't want the fucking ball in Lamar Jackson's hands. He's given me 4 times to prove he's going to fuck it up. I get it, bro. I get it. That's your boy. You like him a lot. I get it. But just like your other boy and your other team is the Cowboys. Until you show me different, all I can go by is what you show me. And what you show me is you're a massive man during the regular season and you're a small nigga in the playoffs. And until you become a massive man in the playoffs, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna put him above a nigga that actually got to a Super Bowl, let alone he beat Patrick Mahomes to do it. I'm not doing that. Lamar Jackson gets embarrassed every time he sees Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Facts. I'm sorry, it's facts. I love Lamar. I want him to be great because he's the black quarterback that niggas love. But he's small in the playoffs. Facts. He's fucking small in the playoffs.
Okay. Joe Burrow was hurt last year, correct?
Yep.
He was hurt the year before that, correct?
And he was still better than Lamar that year.
Okay, cool. All right. So you're telling me that a guy who was never available to play is better than the guy winning MVPs?
Yes.
I don't know what to say about it. There's nothing for me to say about that. If people need to see more from Lamar to give him his credit, I don't see how they don't have to see more from Joe Burrow to give him his credit. Joe Burrow is the John Morant of the NFL. He's young and his best days are already behind him. Book it. His best days are behind him. He will never play in another Super Bowl. He will never be on the level of a Lamar Jackson. His best days are already behind him. Book those words. And this season will show you again. Book them.
To be fair, he already saw a Super Bowl. Lamar still ain't seen it. So just want to.
How many he won?
And that's all your boy talk about.
Okay. So if you won zero Super Bowls, my guy has 2 MVPs, showing up to 1 Super Bowl and losing it. That's not impressive. You lost. You didn't get anything Lamar didn't get. Except for Lamar has 2 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? Lamar's always ready to play.
Agreed. But Lamar also is the same dude who literally just about 2 days ago said, I haven't won a Super Bowl, so I'm not happy about my career. Okay.
He shouldn't be. That's what I love about him.
He shouldn't be because he's a fucking loser every time they put him in a meaningful game. Same way like Dak Prescott. He's a fucking loser.
If that's going to be the barrier, that's why I say the season is cooked. Everybody's a loser except for Patrick Mahomes. Because Lamar is the winningest quarterback in the league. So I don't see how he's a loser. He has the best record in the league.
He is a great quarterback during the regular season. But you don't win shit or get credit for that shit. I'm sorry, you don't.
Okay, again, he's not better than Patrick Mahomes. No one else has won anything. No one else has won anything. Brady retired and Mahomes picked it up where he left off.
Yep.
So that's why I'm going to say I can't just say you're a loser because you can't beat Patrick Mahomes. And it's because I truthfully think that can't nobody beat him. As long as Travis Kelce is still young enough to beat Travis Kelce.
Let me make sure I get this across because I don't want any of the people that watch this to think that I'm a Lamar hater. I like Lamar a lot. You know this for a fact. I like Lamar.
I know. You know I like Mahomes. I don't actually hate him.
I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan. So when I say, and I hate this coming out of my mouth, when I say he is a loser, I am only speaking in reference to the playoffs. That man is fucking incredible at what he does. There's nothing that I would say that he doesn't do well except play in meaningful games. And
listen. When Lamar and them won in the playoffs, I was the first person saying that the defense won that game and Lamar played like shit.
You did.
And he did. He did. He played like shit. And everybody's like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. I was like, did you not watch the game? He played like someone that was playing in the playoffs and it rattled him. And he did the same thing against the Chiefs. To me, he played like a guy that says, I'm going to show him that I can beat him passing. And it seems like he was with it. His coach was with it. His offensive coordinator was with it. And I'm like, whose idea was this?
And then another thing, like, I felt the same way, but it's like, you ain't got no real niggas around. They just gonna tell you, nigga, what you doing? Run the fucking ball.
Take off on them fuck niggas. Because Mahomes taking off in the playoffs.
And Mahomes slow as dirt.
And he taking out every playoffs. He gonna have one run that won a game.
At least one or two.
At least one. At least one. He gonna have a run that nigga had a run that won the game when he hurt his ankle.
Nah, no bullshit though. No
yeah,
bullshit.
Mahomes too good, bro.
And
like I told you, the first year that Mahomes ever played, you are my number one witness. You and B Rizzo are my number one witnesses that I was the first person saying that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time. I swear, his first year.
I had never seen that nigga play. You told me to watch him play. You told me to watch him play.
Bro. It was still early.
Bro, I went and cut that bitch on. I think the first game I ever watched that nigga play, that nigga had like 4 tubs and 500 yards.
Yeah, like his first, yeah.
I was like,
that nigga was balling.
That was technically like his greatest season.
His best year, yeah. I was like, yo, this nigga the best nigga I ever seen, bro.
Like, okay. I'm like, this nigga rolling to the left, throwing back right, bro. What the fuck going on?
Dog, no bullshit. That nigga threw a behind the back pass in a preseason game the other day. And said that wasn't even a play. That nigga said Travis Kelce ran the wrong way, so I just chunked it to him behind the back. I was like, yeah, man, this season cooked, bro. The season is cooked.
Bro, for me, it's one of the things was like, bro, like, this nigga out here he experimenting on y'all niggas now, bro.
No, it really be on some shit where it's like, I hope like my team make the playoffs. That'd be like my goal for the season and shit. Even though, let's switch gears, man. We got to talk about your boys real quick, man.
Oh, yeah.
My nigga Cam will be here shortly. The Jacksonville Jaguars. The one and only Trevor Lawrence, baby. Trev. My guy. Listen, man.
Where do we start? What's first time?
The first thing that I would like to say is, if everything goes perfect for the Jacksonville Jaguars this year, they will win 7 games.
That's an interesting take.
Straight up. That's my real take, bro. Is that 7 games is their ceiling this year. And 7 games is their ceiling because of Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
I said this off camera. I will say this on camera. Trevor Lawrence is the worst player I've ever been a diehard fan of. I love Trev, okay? I really do. But Trev has never shown me anything that shows me that he's a top 10 quarterback. I could probably debate he's not a top 15 quarterback, but I know he's not a top 10 quarterback. And the Jags he's the highest paid player of all time. And he showed you nothing to get that. And he's going to take you nowhere fast. And even last year when they were winning games, I said they're winning games because of their schedule. Their schedule this year is tough.
Very.
Yeah. They're in for a long season. And people are going to be requesting that Doug Peterson is fired at the end of the season. Book it. You can book it.
I wouldn't disagree with that because I think after the way Doug ended last year, he's definitely on the hot seat. You can't drop 6 games like the way you did and think that you're not on the hot seat.
And everybody's making this excuse of like, well, they started losing when Trevor hurt his ankle. They started losing when they started playing better teams.
They did. And not only that, like, you could have that argument if Trevor would have set his ass down. Don't nobody want to hear about you being hurt if your white ass on that field. I don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry.
If you suited up, bro, fully with pads on, I don't give a fuck about you telling me that your knee hurt, your shoulder hurt. I don't give a shit about your parents dying. I don't give a fuck. Don't.
Again, if you can't play because they died, you have my full support. If you play,
the moment you step on that field and you have pads on, I don't want to hear shit about you having grief.
Because for me, man, it's with Trevor Lawrence, it's been a different excuse every year. And it's like, you can't excuse your way to being the highest paid player of all time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, first, it's what's his name? The college coach, Urban Meyer's fault. Yep. And then the second year is the year where they played decent, right? And they went to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Everybody's giving them all this credit, but they were fucking like 1-6 that year. And then they ripped off like 7 straight in a bad division, made it to the playoffs. Trev puts him in a...
We were 2-6, and then we finished the year like, I want to say like 8-1 or some shit, or like 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1, I think it was. And it's like Trev puts him in a horrible position in their first playoff game. They're down 28-0 before the game even starts, and they come all the way back and win. So it makes you forget that they were never cooking that season until the end. And then in that playoff game, they were down because Trev put them there. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, the next season was what happened in their next season? Because we've only been to the playoffs once.
That was last year. So that was last year where we started off 8-3. We had a really, really good team.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like out of nowhere.
And then last year they're saying it's because he got hurt.
Yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong. He definitely was hurt. And I understand.
I agree.
I understand that. And I get it. You're hurt. But again, if you're going to play like that, keep your motherfucking ass on the sideline.
Yeah, just get us a game. If you can't get us a game, then don't play. You know what I'm saying? If your backup can't get you a game out of 7 games, he shouldn't be the backup.
Facts.
He shouldn't be the backup. I come on. So it's just like
it's why I never understood why we kept maintaining having C.J. Beathard as our backup quarterback.
Yeah, because he can't get you a game.
He can't get you.
He's not going to get you a game.
He can't get you a quarter.
No, he's not. He's not going to get you a game. I'm fine with them letting Calvin Ridley go. I'm completely fine with that.
I'm happy.
But to me, the problem is that only one team from that division is going to go to the playoffs, and it's going to be Houston.
I disagree. I think 2 teams will sneak out of the AFC South because I think the AFC South, like low key, is going to end up being like the second strongest division in the AFC. I really do. Just based on a competitive aspect. I think that the Colts are going to surprise a lot of people if Anthony Richardson stays healthy. And this is coming from me, nigga. You know how much I hate Florida Gators.
I like Anthony Richardson.
I hated him. You know how much I hate Gators.
Yeah, you do. You do.
I hate Gators, bro. Hate them.
All right. So, looking at the divisions, the Chiefs division to me finna be light. Oh, they got Jim Harbaugh now. The Chargers might be straight.
No, they're not.
I don't know why the Chargers aren't good. The Chargers are like the Clippers. Like, they be having all these stacked-ass people, and then they're just bad, and it's like, I don't know why. Like, remember when them nigga had Derwin James and Bosa and fucking Khalil Mack and all these people, and they were never good. So it's hard for me to judge the Chargers. They're always bad. But
the Chargers are the Chargers are the Jaguars of the West Coast.
The AFC North is going to be the best division, of course. And then I would probably say the AFC East is probably going to be the second best division. You got the Bills, the Dolphins, the Pats, and the Jets.
I think the Jets are going to be terrible.
Me too.
I think the Bills are going to. I told you about 2 years ago the Bills are going to start going downhill. The Bills are definitely.
This is the year to do it.
Yeah,
I seen that DeMar Hamlin started week 1 for them. I was like, why is DeMar Hamlin starting? My whole boy was like, man, they lost both of their safeties. I was like, so they lost both of their safeties and Stephon Diggs? They about to have a long year, bro.
That nigga went from being a nigga that died on the field who wasn't even suiting up
to
your starting safety. And I'm happy that he made it, bro. I really am. But let's keep it a buck, bro. That nigga wasn't playing.
Yeah. I found out who you was from death.
Facts. Not from
Blake. God. Yeah, I didn't know who you was.
Yeah,
nah. Well, I think the Jags are cooked. I think the Jags are not making the playoffs. I think I'm 100% sure. I would be willing to bet anything on this that the Jags are going to win 7 or less games.
I don't know about all of that, but I will tell you this. And I told you this. I did a lot of research on Trevor during the offseason. A lot. Like, I watched a lot of film on him. And I'm not like a nigga that really sit down and watch film. But I got a homeboy of mine who was like, bro, take a few seconds, you know what I'm saying, and just go watch some film on Trevor. And not just watch film, but watch the plays where he has success. So I was like, all right, cool. And it's a nigga I respect. Kind of like if you called me and was like, hey, bro, what's going on?
What up, Kel?
What's up, brother, man?
What's up with you?
But kind of like if you called me hype and you was like, hey, bro, you should go watch some film on said player or said person. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, cool. I watched probably 4.5. I text you this. I watched probably 4.5 to 5 hours on Trevor. This is my opinion on Trevor. Trevor is never going to see his full potential if you don't get him an offensive line. He is not a new school quarterback. This year we got 14 starting black quarterbacks in the NFL. So it's showing you already that NFL is changing as a whole. The passing of the guard is gone. You don't got those old style 6'5" towering quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, like Brett Favre's and shit like that. You don't have that no more, bro. It's a dual threat thing. Trevor, while he can use his legs, it's not instinctual to use his legs. Lamar, if he in trouble, nigga, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? CJ Stroud, I gotta go. Even Patrick Mahomes, as raw as he is and how much he loves to throw, nigga, I gotta go. Trevor don't have that in him. So you gotta put an offensive line on the field that gives him time to really process. When you watch film on Trevor and he actually has time to throw the ball, he is throwing balls that are on the same level as Mahomes, as Burrow, as Allen. I'm telling you he is. It's when he's being forced to play his offensive scheme the way that Press Taylor and Doug have been trying to do it the last 2 years. Meaning they hike the ball and they want him to go with his first read. Ball out real quick type shit because they don't believe in their offensive line. If Trevor, when he continues to do that, defenses adjust and then they say, oh, he's a one-read quarterback. When Trevor got time to process the field, bro, he's good as fuck. So for me, and I was harsh on Trevor, bro. I was harsh on Trevor. What did I used to call him? The GWB, the Great White What?
Yeah, you did.
I used to call him the Great White Bitch.
But you're a fan, so you always come back. You are a Trevor Lawrence apologist.
I'm not, bro. I'm a realist. I am not happy that they gave Trevor that money. Personally, I would have wanted to see him play out this year and just say, fuck it, we have to pay him an extra $5 million per year if he balls out. That I would have been fine with that. But I'm also fine with them giving him the money because I believe that if you give him an offensive line, that's the only way you ever going to see Trevor Lawrence going from being an average or good quarterback to being a stellar quarterback. He got to have an offensive line.
You don't get to say you need 5 guys to be good when you're the highest.
Needs 5 guys to be good, though.
No, you don't. Again, let me finish. Only one person is the highest paid player of all time. You don't get to say, oh, he needs a stud receiver. He needs a defense. He needs an offensive line. He needs a new offensive lineman. He needs a team that believes in him. They believed in him because they gave him the highest fucking contract of all time. He's a fucking one-read thrower because that's what you do. That's because you're not good and I can't trust you. Get the ball out of your hands because you'll fucking hold it and get strip sacked because you're an idiot. Or you'll hold it and then sail a pass to someone that's on the defense because you're an idiot. Trevor Lawrence is not good is the problem. It's not that he needs all these things. No other quarterback needs all of these things. No other quarterback is like, oh my God. No one says that when Dak Prescott plays bad. No one says, oh, Dak Prescott needs an offensive line. Oh, Dak Prescott needs. No one says that.
Dak Prescott has had an amazing offensive line, and this nigga will have time and he will throw directly. Directly.
And he's better than Trevor Lawrence. Is he better than Trevor Lawrence?
I don't know, because Trevor came back and beat his ass that year we went to the playoffs.
Dak Prescott is way better than Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know about way better.
Thank you. And again, I'm harsh on Dak. Harsh on Dak.
Let me ask you both a question.
But Trevor came back when this nigga we were down like 27 to like.
Let me ask one question. I want both of you to answer, okay? From an eye test standpoint and a statistical standpoint, Name anything that Trevor does better than Dak.
I think he has a better arm.
Shampoo as hell.
There you go. I'll give you that one. I didn't say that the nigga look better. I said, what does he do better than Dak with your eyes or statistically?
What does he do better than Dak?
Okay. I got your answer.
I think he got a better arm. He got a better arm than Dak.
That's not doing something. That's not doing something.
The arm you use to throw the football not doing something?
So he throws it better than Dak? Is that what your answer?
I think so.
I do too. I just think that Dak has if Trevor Lawrence had Dak Prescott's line the past 2 years, Trevor would be a much different quarterback. We've had one of the worst offensive lines, bro. We've been ranked in the bottom 25 the last 2 years in a row. Who the fuck is going to have success with that, bro? And we still found a way to make the playoffs. We still found a way to have a winning record.
A better line and wide receiver core.
He needs 8 guys. He needs 8 guys.
Nigga, the only person that you're talking about who doesn't need this is Patrick Mahomes. We get it. He's quarterback god. There's only one. There's only one.
Okay, and there's only one person that's the highest paid player of all time. There's only one.
So your argument is that Trevor is overpaid.
That's my biggest argument. You should have picked up Trevor's 5th-year option, and if you still thought he was in his 5th-year option, then you should have tagged him. Paying Trevor Lawrence will set the Jacksonville Jaguars back 5 to 10 years.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I can agree with you when you say that he gets paid too much money. They should not have paid him that money, but I don't think it really hurts this team as bad as what you're saying.
It does because you're stuck with them. You're stuck with them now for at least 3 to 5.
If I'm the Jaguars, I'm cool with that.
How? How are you cool with him being the highest paid quarterback in the league, player ever, and you're not going to go to the playoffs this year or next year?
Who said they're not going to the playoffs this year?
Me. Oh. They're not going to the playoffs.
This is what I mean.
The Jags' ceiling is 7 games this year. Book it.
This is what I mean with this guy. He's going based off assumptions that he has made, bro. We ain't even played a down yet, and this nigga already got us down. Like, this is what I mean.
Okay.
Ain't no ball been played yet.
Okay, hear me out. Okay? Okay, let's say I'm crazy and I'm just making this up. Okay? What if I say I'm basing it on his career? Is that a crazy thing?
Does he go to where he's already been to the playoffs? You're basing he's not going to the playoffs.
He more often than not doesn't go to the playoffs. And I'm going to say that this year will be no different. That's all I'm saying.
Do you feel the same way about Dak?
Dak always goes to the playoffs.
And always gets his ass whooped.
And that's what I think he's going to do. Yes.
He'll go to the playoffs and won't get a playoff win is what you have for Dak. And then you think Trevor won't go to the playoffs at all.
This is what always happens. Why is these crazy takes? You know I do this, Cam, and you've seen me predict football and basketball the same way correctly by just going with what's going to happen is what already happened.
Well, out of these 2 quarterbacks, going off of what has already happened, I'm going to go with the one that already has a playoff win in the last 5 years.
Okay, I'll give you that. Dak has a playoff win. He put Tom Brady out. He eliminated Tom Brady. He ended Tom Brady's career.
So was that 4 years ago?
Yeah. So he got a playoff win in the last 5 years.
Within the 5 years, I give you that. But off of recency, we'll go with the person with Trevor since he has a win.
This nigga brought up a COVID year.
That wasn't a COVID year.
4 years ago.
Tommy didn't won the Super Bowl that year.
What?
Tommy didn't win the Super Bowl that year. Nah, this was the next year.
But, bro, all I'm saying is, bro, if you give Trevor a line, he'll be a different quarterback.
Y'all can't think he's better than Dak, though. Like, let's be for real right now.
I think him and Dak are neck and neck. I don't think.
I think they are.
I don't think
this is my problem. This is my problem with Trev.
I don't think either one is better than the other. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't because and here's my thing. Dak does a lot of good things during the regular season, but he's played on great fucking teams with great pieces. Trevor has played way less time with way worse teams, and they got almost about the same accomplishments. Playoff win. That's it.
No, they don't.
That's it.
Dak's stats blowing his out the water.
Dak's been in the league 9 years, nigga.
Pick from when Trevor got to the league. You can choose whenever you want. Dak is way better than him, and you know I hate Dak.
And he's also had a better team every year that he has been in the league. He's had a better team.
You know I hate him, Cal. You
hate
know
Dak?
I hate him. I've always hated Dak. Dak and Trevor Lawrence are the number 1 and 2 quarterbacks that I say y'all should have let them walk. After this year, Dallas needs to let Dak walk.
I agree there.
Like, let him walk. You can get what Dak gives you off the street. I don't care what nobody says. You can, bro.
You can get what Dak give you with Trey Lance.
Man, that nigga threw 5 interceptions in a preseason game.
That's off the street, though. That's what I'm saying. Can you really get that?
Boy, that's
No.
against the threes, too, man. The threes.
Now, you can get what Dak gives you in the draft. You really can. If your team is as good as Dak's rosters have been, because I won't front, Dak did have some roster. If you have he has, hell, they had, what's his name? The white boy was balling, but that team. What was his name?
Not Knox, but
Remember, Dak got hurt, and they were saying that they should start the white
Cooper
boy.
Rush.
Cooper Rush was undefeated with them niggas, bro. And then he lost that last game. I thought they should have kept Cooper Rush.
I ain't gonna lie, there was a split second for a minute, bro. I thought that nigga Mike was gonna be replacing that because niggas with raw names typically end up being star quarterback.
And he won every game, and then that game, they was like, Dak gonna be ready next week. So this was his last game. That nigga played terrible.
He was nervous, bitch. That nigga was nervous. Bitch.
But no, I think they should have kept Cooper Rush. That's how low I think of Dak. Like, I really do feel, I'm like, for the money, you should take Cooper Rush. Because, like, when they was doing that bullshit, talking about, I'm not worried about CD Lamb, I said the same thing that I said with Brandon Ayuk. I learned this as a Jaguars fan. I learned this up close and personal with Jalen Ramsey. All that bullshit about, he doesn't have any leverage. They have him under contract for 2 and 3 more years. I be telling, every time I see somebody say that shit on the internet, I say that player has 100% of the leverage. And it's because it's like, hey, nigga, I don't want to be here no more. So you're either going to pay me or you're going to trade me. When Brandon Ayuk said trade me or pay me, I knew they was going to pay him or trade him. They was talking about people like, they could just make him sit at home. I'm like, that ain't happening.
The moment they pay that nigga, too, they guarantee Debo won't be back.
They could tag him.
Debo won't be back. If Debo comes back, they will have 7 to 8 players making over 20 years. Debo won't be back.
I think they're going to run it back with that team as long as they possibly can.
And that's going to be this year, nigga, because after next year, it will be impossible. Unless Brock Purdy is the type of person to where, like, he's cool.
He's not taking less money.
He's not, nigga. Y'all only gave me $800,000 and y'all made me play all 4 years. I want my bread.
Players taking less money not happening no more.
Nah.
Everybody talks about it.
Why would they?
Yeah, people talk about it.
Except for maybe Patrick, though. Because
Patrick didn't take less money.
He didn't. But if you really look at the way his contract is structured.
Yeah, he took a team-friendly deal, but he didn't take less money. He took $500 million. He didn't take less money.
He took $500 million, but if he would, all right. So let's say, because Patrick gonna probably sign two, 3 more contracts. If he doesn't sign that contract right there, that 10-year deal, he probably would have had another one come up for $200 to $250 million right there.
He took a team-friendly deal.
He would have got a Deshaun Watson, and they probably would have fully guaranteed the shit. Then
if he wanted that.
In about year 3 to 4 of the new deal, he would have probably, with the salary cap going up 20% every year, the nigga probably would have been in line for a $350, $400 million deal. So he left we talking about he left maybe 50 to 100 million on the table.
Yeah, but he didn't take less money. He took a team-friendly deal. As you see, Deshaun Watson's deal is the opposite of team-friendly. And it's because when I pay you like that, you got to win the Super Bowl. Like, you got to win it next year, or you got to win it the year after that. Like, a team-friendly deal allows us to build and allows us to trade. If I don't give you a team-friendly deal, like, Dak didn't really take no team-friendly deal, and Deshaun took the worst contract of all time.
You know who I think got the new worst contract of all time as of right now?
Who?
Atlanta.
With Kirk Cousins?
I love Kirk Cousins. You know I love Kirk. You know I do. I've been a Kirk fan for a while. Why do you give Kurt 4 years, 180 million, and then you draft Penix and you got to give him 30 million? Like,
I actually agree with this play.
And then on top of that, you know you're not gonna win a bowl with Kurt.
You don't though. The NFC's wide open.
Why do you like this type?
Well, I like it because I didn't know I was gonna get Penix or whatever his name was. I didn't know I was gonna get him, right? And a free agent like Kirk Cousins, he's the premier free agent. He's always available. You always want him, and you always know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? To me, Kirk Cousins is like Dak under like more control. It's like I trust him more. It's like you're Dak, but I trust you more. You know what I'm saying?
Is he always available? Because he came off of a season-ending injury.
That's why I draft the kid. Because you are Kirk Cousins, and I do know what you're going to get, but you're getting older, and you're coming off of an injury,
yeah.
So that's why I draft the kid. So I look at it from a standpoint of, I signed you for 4 years. After 2 of those years, I can probably get out of this deal pretty easily.
So you're cool with an expensive safety net?
For sure. Because he's expensive, but he's not that expensive. He's a fucking rookie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's a rookie. I know I drafted him early, but he's a rookie.
Oh, I was referring to Kirk as the safety net in this situation.
No, my rookie is my safety net. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as Kirk get hurt, my safety net goes out there. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes out there and he balls, I eat Kirk's contract. Who cares? It's like the same thing with Brock Purdy and Trey Lance. Yeah, I traded up to get you, but you got hurt and I put this kid in there. He balls. Who cares that I traded up to get you? I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't give a shit about this money. If I have to use this kid and he's great, cool. And if the kid sits the whole 4 years, that means Kirk's balling out for 4 years. I win either way.
We'll see, because I like Kirk too. So we'll have to revisit
so good.
that.
Hopefully he balls out so much that I don't even think about putting this kid in.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, to me, you win either way. You're the fucking Atlanta Falcons. You know, you haven't done shit.
Right, you can't get no worse than where you at right now.
Right. So to roll the dice in a way, if I got a backup plan, I'm all for that.
Got you.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Bro, why you saying that shit like that, bro?
You need 2 plans. Hell.
It's like, the Falcons.
Yeah, y'all motherfucker blew a 28-3 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, something got to go
get no
your
more
way.
smut on your name than that.
So,
yeah.
Cam, I've been wanting to talk to you for a minute because I've been watching like y'all show.
I'm grabbing the water.
Okay, what's up with you?
I respect your football opinion for sure. By the way, I love your takes. By the way,
appreciate that, man.
No problem, bro. So my question to you is this: me and Hype been talking about Lamar. How do you feel about Lamar? Where do you stand with him right now, Kirk? Because for me,
where does he rank as the greatest quarterbacks in the league?
Lamar is underachieving, bro. And it's like,
don't try to get him his take. Let him get a fair take.
He does amazing things during the regular season. And I'm not taking nothing away from him, bro. He does things that niggas wish they could do. But it's like, why can't you do that in games that matter? Like, Hype is stuck on him winning an MVP.
Just let him give his take.
I'm cool with you winning the MVP.
Just let him give his take.
But you never do.
Don't try to persuade his take. Just let him give his take.
No, I hear what you're saying. So my cousin, he was just here with me last week, and he's a Baltimore Ravens fan. He's high on Derek. He's high on God damn, what's his name?
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
I like Lamar a lot. I think he is probably number 3 in quarterbacks right now. He's ranked 3 in my opinion.
Who's 2?
I think he's
behind who?
I take that back. I had not Anthony Richardson. I had CJ Stroud over him just because he beat him. So that's where I had him going into this season. I have Patrick, CJ, and Lamar.
I'm fine with that.
Fine with that too.
I'm fine with that.
But
CJ.
Hype snapped on me because my number 2 for me was Burrow.
That was gonna be mine. When I talked to my cousin, that was my number 2 at first. And then I was like, well, either way you switch it around, Lamar is 3rd. But my thing with Lamar is, and you said it, he underachieved. I feel like you got 2 MVPs, and I can't even put you in the stratosphere of a Patrick Mahomes, who also has 2 MVPs, because Patrick Mahomes gets the job done. And I just think once we see that from am I forgetting his name again? Lamar, then we'll see how good he can be. But for right now, he number 3.
Because my thing is I agree with you because the MVP, it's an amazing award, but it's a regular season award in the football. Like, bro, all I want is Lamar to go out there and be the real Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. Meaning, find a way to win the game. Patrick does it. Like Hype just told me, every game in the playoffs, that nigga Mahomes is going to have one run that's going to be game changing. It might win you the whole game. The nigga had a 25-yard scramble in a Super Bowl with a hurt ankle. That damn near it won them the game. So it's like Lamar last year. All you have to do is realize, bro, they dropping back the linebackers, the safeties, and the corners. You don't got no foul, you nothing. Run the fucking ball.
Do what you got to do to win. And he got everything at his disposal to do everything he can do to win and just hasn't done it. And that's the whole reason why we taking somebody who had a rookie campaign last year over him, because he did what he had to do to beat you. So it's like, this is it. This is the year. You got Henry on your squad.
No, Lamar beat him in the playoffs last year. Lamar eliminated CJ. Yes, he did. He lost to Mahomes.
I've been waiting to correct you on that. Lamar did lose.
He did. Yeah. So who's second then? Based on what you just said.
That's why I got Burrow over.
I like Burrow, but I can't give it to Burrow yet because we ain't seen what Lamar did last year.
Burrow beat Mahomes and got to a Super Bowl. Lamar has had three. Cool. He has had 3 times to do that shit and failed every time.
What was you finna say, Cam?
I said that's cool, but Lamar won MVP last year. I'm just going off of last year coming into this year.
Exactly.
And
like I said, even though Lamar eliminated CJ, I'm fine with you saying CJ's 2 still. And it's because we're going off of last year. Lamar has played too well for you to say someone is better than him based off something that happened 3 years ago. I'm sorry, I just can't give you that. If you say if you say CJ and Patrick, I'll take it. But I'm not taking that with no one else.
I'll dap that down. I'll dap that down. I'll concede that one. That's a good argument.
I think you're gone, man.
Nah, I was saying that's a good argument. I'll take that. I'll take that one. I respect that.
Something happened to your Wi-Fi, I think.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, if we're trying to base it solely on what happened last year, then my 1, 2, 3, like you said, like Cam said, it would be Mahomes. Obviously, CJ Stroud was absolutely phenomenal last year, and he played a hell of a playoff game against Lamar. But Lamar had a better team, so he won. And then Lamar. I love Lamar, dog. Every year Lamar gets to the fucking playoffs, bro. And
I was hurt last year when they lost.
I was too, but that's my thing, bro. Lamar has never had a great playoff game. He had I can't even remember him having a good one. And he done had quite a few now. Name one game he played in the playoffs where you was like, damn, that nigga played his ass off.
Never. I'm sorry, bro. Bro, last year when they lost, bro, I literally was just like, I'm out of excuses, Lamar.
Yeah.
That's legitimately how I felt. I'm like, Lamar, I'm out of excuses, man. And if I had them, I swear I'd say them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I still cut for Lamar.
Last year, bro, that defense they had last year, that is that's a defense you get as a team, you get once in 10 years. The Jaguars had that team in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And then the time before that, it was 2007. Remember when I told you the Jaguars are always good in the interval of 10 years? And I remember when we used to work together, I said the Jaguars will be amazing in 2027. I don't know why. The Jaguars, I told you that. I don't know why. It was 07 and it was 17. You get special teams, bro, once every 10 years. Last year, Lamar Jackson had everything he needed. Everything and then some. That nigga had the whole ice cream sundae with the cherry and sprinkles on top, bro. That defense was crazy last year. Crazy. If you really think about it, them niggas let Patrick Mahomes drop 17 points in the first half, and that nigga had a goose in the second. A goose. You the MVP and you can't get more than 17 fucking points.
And he threw a terrible interception in the game.
Fucking
I'm talking
horrible.
just a terrible pick. I'm like, come on.
I'm not gonna penalize him for Zay Flowers being a dumbass. I'm not gonna penalize you for that.
But Lamar came and threw a pick right after that.
He did.
Lamar lost him that game.
He did.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. He did, bro. And I'm just like, man, you too good for this. It's like almost on some James Harden shit, bro.
That's what it feels like. It really does feel like James Harden because there was so many chances where James Harden was right there, even got the MVP, and then just couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
it's exactly like James Harden because, like you just said, Cam, he literally matched. Like you win MVP. That means you should be the most the most impactful player when you're on the field that year. You've had the most impact every time you hit the grass or the turf. You can't do it in this moment. You can't do it now. Like, bro.
And it's always the Patrick. Patrick always beat him.
Steph.
Like, for real. He always beat him. And then at the end of the day, it's easy to give an excuse because you can just say, well, that's Patrick. He beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't lose to CJ. You know what I'm saying? He didn't lose to Joe Schmo. He did lose to Patrick. So it make you say, well, he lost to Patrick. But it's like, man, you should have beat Patrick. Your team was way better than his.
Bro, your team held Patrick to a goose egg in the second half.
They was way better than them, bro. And now you got Derrick Henry. And we still don't think you're going to win. I don't think you're going to win.
I don't think they're going to win either. And that's the thing. I feel like he has to.
You got Derrick Henry now.
The conversation that we're having right now is going to be 10 times worse if he doesn't.
Like, they should win tonight. And they're underdogs. But they should win tonight. They're 3-point dogs. I mean, it's in KC and shit. But I'm sorry. Y'all should beat them. Like, Hollywood Brown's not playing. You have Derrick Henry. Like, and I wouldn't bet a penny them niggas are going to win.
My thing is, bro, these niggas be too concerned with what people think about them, bro. These niggas too concerned with what people think about them, bro. It's like
but that's fair though. People
not,
don't look at that. It is. It is. I'm sorry, bro.
No.
Y'all niggas, these niggas' job.
That's fine, but at the end of the day, nobody else is going to be able to do what Lamar does. If you feel like, and that's what I was going to allude to earlier, he can run the ball like a Derrick Henry, and he wasn't using his legs because he was so worried about everybody saying, oh, he's a running back, he's not a quarterback. No, do what you know how to do.
Cam,
if you're good at what you do, do what you do. Play your game. That's what I always tell niggas when I play ball with them. Play your game.
I agree with that. I love when people say that. You know, I don't play no more because I'm old. But that's what I used to tell a nigga. And me, like, I'm tall, but I can shoot. And when he was coming up back in the day, niggas like, nigga, you tall.
Get
I'm like,
big
nah,
ass in the paint.
I can shoot, though. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, every tall, sorry nigga say that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, no, I can get busy. So my whole point is, like, play your game. But this is my thing. Everyone that's played sports in their life, okay? If you played football and you were the quarterback and you had all the nerves in the world, you could still run the ball. You might not have the touch that you would have normally throwing that motherfucker. You might not have the reads that you would normally have because your brain racing, but you can run it. So it's like if you were playing basketball and let's say you like a LeBron archetype. Let's say you got nerves. If I go to the rack and I'm dunking on niggas, my nerves not going to be bothered. It might be bothered at the free throw line. It might be bothered when I shoot a three. But I ain't finna have no nerves going to the rack. Like, I'm fucking LeBron. I'm not finna miss because I dunk because I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Lamar and you running, you're not going to just fall down to some shit because you're nervous. Even with nerves, you can go to the rack and you can run the football. So I don't love it as an excuse, but I do look at these niggas as one, y'all niggas humans. Y'all do have some of the worst jobs in the world. I'm sorry. I know people think because these niggas rich, it's crazy when I always say that, but these niggas got some of the worst jobs in the world. Y'all niggas get scrutinized for everything that you do. It's millions of people watching you. You can't go outside. You can't have a side bitch. You can't let your photos leak. You can't say shit with people recording. You got to talk to the media after the game, and if you say something that the media don't like, you get fined and they take your money away. Y'all, the job is terrible. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The job is terrible. So for nerves to get to a nigga, I get it. It's just, you got to find a way to get it done at the end of the day.
Sorry, bro. I think it goes back to niggas caring too much about what people think. And I'm going to take it back. I'm going to take it back to this, bro. I'm going to take it to the worst call.
It's easy to say that, though, when nobody's thinking about your ass. Like Lamar trending after the game.
Bro, I'm going to take it back
to It's easy to say that when nobody thinking about your ass.
The worst call in NFL history. The worst call in NFL history. And this is just something that I have stood on. This is why I never, ever have liked Russell Wilson ever since this moment. Mm-hmm. Bro, you're not going to get me to believe that they weren't trying to make Russell Wilson MVP of that Super Bowl. When you have beast mode behind you and you're on the half-yard line, bro. Like, all you got to do is just give the nigga the fucking ball, bro.
Listen,
and it's like
if you're in a tight spot and you're nervous, you run the ball. If you want Russell Wilson to be the MVP, you run it with him. I'm telling you, running the ball and going to the rack eliminates everything, all the other probabilities. That's why that's one of the reasons I used to get crazy with LeBron. Because I'm like, LeBron, you're the best driver ever. When the ball is on the game, when the game is on the line, go to the rack. When the game is on the line, go to the rack. When the game is on the line, run the football.
That's how I feel about Lamar.
Straight up, yes. When the game's on the line, run the football. Tim Tebow, that nigga did that comeback, and he needed a 2-point conversion to tie. He throws a pass for the touchdown. He lines up in the shotgun for the 2-point conversion. What the fuck y'all think they did when they hiked it to Tim Tebow? That nigga ran that motherfucking shot. You run it. It's Tim Tebow. I'm not finna put you in a super pressure situation to try to get you to pass for a 2-point conversion to end the game in overtime. You run the football. Y'all niggas too smart.
That's another thing that I hold against Lamar, and I'm sorry. This is one thing I do hold against him. Nigga, like, they went and got you receivers, bro. They went and got you a coordinator that conceptualized a whole offense based on what you do structurally that works for your arm. They got you. You already had a good tight end. They got you another one. They got you running backs, bro. They gave you a top 3 defense, maybe top 2 last year. Were they number 1?
They were the best defense last year.
Thank you. They gave you a number 1 defense, bro. They gave you everything. Like, this nigga done had a lot of shit. This nigga done had a lot of shit given to him, bro. And it's
there's nothing to say.
You're so concerned about people like worrying about, oh, you can't throw the ball well, bro. Fuck that. When you get to a game that when you get to a game,
is that on Lamar though?
Yes. When you get to a game,
Lamar ain't calling the plays.
Okay, bitch, but you're in the middle of the play. So when you don't see anybody downfield and you see there's no linebackers in the center of the field, why the fuck are you not doing what you did in year 1 and 2? Run the fucking ball, bro. If you start running that ball, those linebackers, those cornerbacks are gonna come up, and then those wide receivers are gonna be open. But your stupid ass, you're so worried about niggas like wanting you to win this game with your arm, bro. It ain't gonna matter if you lose it because we gonna talk shit either way. So win it.
Don't be worried if we gonna still talk shit if you don't get it done.
Somebody's gonna find a reason to talk shit about you regardless. Fuck what people think. Win the game. You think Patrick Mahomes gives a fuck that we call him a game manager for last year and the year before that? No. He give a fuck that he got 2 more rings, bitch.
Man, everybody's nobody when you compare him to Mahomes, man.
Not the 2-time MVP.
Not LaVille, goddammit. But that's my point, man. If Patrick is the bar, then everyone sucks.
No, they're just not Patrick. That's not saying that they suck.
But I'm saying that's y'all making it the bar. Like that's what I'm saying.
It is the bar. We didn't do that.
So if that's the bar, then everyone sucks.
So then let's take it to Brady, because Brady wasn't always a prolific passer. And then there were some Super Bowls where he
was the bar.
He was, but there were some Super Bowls where he wasn't going downfield. He was dinking, he was dunking, he was coming across. He took what defenses gave.
My point is,
what defenses gave.
Brady was the bar. Brady was the bar, but niggas wasn't acting like the niggas who didn't reach the bar sucked. Niggas act like Lamar trash.
Acting like that. Yeah. We have all given him his props on this.
Y'all don't, bruh. Y'all literally, like, I agree with a lot of what y'all saying. But to say that they lost on some, like, like Lamar don't call the plays.
You just said that they lost the game because of him 10 minutes ago.
He did, but the reasons that y'all
What the fuck
give
are you
it is
talking
not
about?
the
You
reasons
just
that I
said
agree
it.
with,
You
bro.
just said it, bro. You just said it
No,
10
bro,
minutes ago.
it's not. It's not because of the play. The play calling is
He
not on
threw the
Lamar.
ball. You just said, was he running the play or not? He threw the ball, didn't he? It was
But he
three
don't
people down
call
there.
the play.
So do
He
you
threw
blame
it.
the picks on Lamar?
Yes, but
So
I think they shouldn't put Lamar in these situations. Like, if we know that you should be running
You
it
shouldn't
with
throw the ball
Lamar,
with three niggas
they
in the
should
middle
be
of the
doing
field.
that.
You shouldn't throw
Let
the
me
ball with
speak,
three
bro.
niggas.
Chill out. Listen, if you set it up to where you're calling these plays and they're not working, and if you called them in the game before against Houston and they're not working, and if you look at Lamar and he looked like he's not his normal self, well, you should be calling plays for him to run. You should be calling plays for him to have like a one read shit like we was talking about with Trevor. Like him holding the ball and he come back, they strip sack him and he come back. The coach ain't saying, hey, Lamar, don't hold that motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry if the coach says to you, hey, Lamar, don't hold that motherfucker. I refuse to believe that Lamar's in there still holding it. Like, you have to at least coach him because he's holding it the whole game.
If you scramble, I'm pretty sure the scramble
But he's
wasn't
not
a part of the play.
scrambling.
So
He's just
why not?
holding it.
So
I
why
don't
not?
know.
That's
But his
on
coach-
Lamar. You can't play call that.
But you can talk to the kid. You can say, Lamar, don't hold it, run. Lamar, if you don't see nothing, take off.
You don't think nobody told him that?
This nigga
They
basically
couldn't have.
just said that Lamar Jackson needs coach's permission on
Coaching.
He needs hand holding. Somebody need to hold Lamar
for
hand.
scramble.
Is that what
like
you're saying?
This nigga be asking all the time to scramble. I'm pretty sure Lamar has a green light to scramble at any given moment.
Whenever he
chose not-
wants to.
He chose not to do it, nigga.
Y'all call that coaching? Lamar, you can do whatever you want. Y'all call that coaching?
Man, the MVP can do what
Yeah.
they want to.
It got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes 2 balls. What are you talking about? Andy literally tell that
If
nigga go do
Patrick
what you want.
Mahomes is the bar, then everyone sucks.
That's a hyperbole.
If Patrick Mahomes is the bar, then everyone sucks. If that's the only card you ever have for Lamar is that he ain't Patrick Mahomes, then he should be talked about as an all-time great.
Say that he wasn't Patrick
You're the
Mahomes.
only one
I said
saying
it,
that.
I said it's the exact same thing. Lamar has free reign to run whenever he wants. Same way Patrick can do what he wants or change a play. He's proven he should be able to do that. Lamar's proven when he scrambles, it's a good choice. They just wanted him to slide, which he does now. So, bitch, why don't you run in a big game? Stop giving this nigga passes. You act like we not. If we can see on a jumbo monitor at home that there's no linebacker in the middle of the field and it's fucking and the line split, I'm sure Lamar can.
Okay. Literally, if you can sit at home and see that there's linebacker split and Lamar should be running, why don't his coach see it?
Everybody sees it. Lamar didn't do it.
Then why don't his coach see it?
I'm pretty
Everybody
sure his
saw it.
coach saw it.
Everybody
So
saw it.
y'all
Lamar
are
didn't
telling
do
me
it.
that the coach said, when you see those linebackers split, Lamar, take the fuck off, and he didn't do it.
Probably.
That's what y'all are telling me.
I'm willing to believe that. At this point, I'm willing to believe that.
At least you're standing on it. I appreciate that.
I just said I agree
and
too.
I'm gonna say I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
That's fine. We got a whole new season to see whether or not he has made those adjustments.
Agreed.
Has the
We can
coach
agree to
made
disagree.
him? Has the coach made him? That's the real question here. Everybody knows what Lamar should be doing that's sitting on their couch, but the coach don't know. Either y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or the coach don't know.
Or Lamar just
It's one or the other.
Or Lamar just chooses to do what he wants. That could be
Yeah, what
happening.
about Lamar's demeanor? What have you ever seen in Lamar that says he ain't extremely coachable?
Nobody's
I'm not saying
nobody's
I don't
arguing that
think
he's not.
anybody's saying
You're
that
definitely
he's not
saying
coachable.
you're saying it. And you're saying the coach said when those linebackers split, you run Lamar, and Lamar was like, "Nigga, I ain't doing that shit. That ain't coachable."
No, I'm not saying that.
If
I'm
you
saying
don't
what-
listen to the
I'm
coach,
saying-
then it ain't
I'm
coachable.
I'm saying when Lamar was in the huddle and he breaks and he hikes the ball, I'm pretty sure that he saw he could run. And for whatever reason, he's got something in the back of his mind that's saying, man, I want to win this bitch with my arm. And he decided to not use his legs. I don't know who to blame for that, but I'm pretty sure everybody saw
You
it.
don't know who to blame, but you're blaming Lamar.
We're not blind. All we can do is blame the nigga with the ball. How the fuck am I blame the coach when he don't got the ball?
Going back to Russell, who do you blame in that situation? Do you blame Pete or do you blame Russell?
I blame Pete. I blame both.
I blame both.
I blame Pete.
I blame Pete for calling that dumbass play, and I blame Russ for not changing.
He called the play, so I do blame Pete.
I blame Russ for not changing. I think you're both fucking retarded.
I blame Russell. He is the person in charge of where that ball goes, and he can make an audible. That's what the word audible is. You Russ on the fly. You make
Russ should have got in the huddle and said, "Hey, bro, that nigga told me to throw this bitch. Fuck that. Beast mode. Fuck. Halfback dive on one. Let's go."
You niggas funny. And you're funny because nobody says this if the play works, okay? Nobody says this if the play works, okay? But the thing is, Russ would have done the exact same thing, which is what coach told me to do. Fucking Malcolm Butler was told by his coach to break on the ball. If they come out in this formation, you run through him and break on the ball. And I swear to God, we all know his coach told him to do that. And Russ's coach said, throw the ball right here. It's 100% Russ's coach's fault. And it's 100% thanks to the coach on the other end. Malcolm Butler even said, I fucked it up in practice over and over. And coach said, when they line up in this, you run straight down and you break on the ball. So it's the coach. And y'all saying, Lamar sitting there saying, oh, Lamar care about what everybody think. Lamar care what everybody think. How do you not know his coach and say, Lamar, you can beat him with your arm. We're going to beat him with our arm today, Lamar.
Why it can't be a combination of both?
Thank you.
It could, but at the end of the day, Lamar is the nigga in charge. The coach is.
Lamar the nigga on that field who got the MVPs. He got the ball in his hand. He got the MVP. He is the MVP quarterback.
The MVP trophies ain't at the coach house.
Right. They at Lamar crib.
They're not, because Lamar is the one with the ball in his hand.
Exactly.
Listen, I said it's because of Lamar that they lost. But I do feel like he's doing what the coach told him to do. It's just, to me, the coach should know not to tell him to do that. Because he ain't good at it. Because he's choking. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, he's choking, but the coach got to reel that nigga back in. All right, Lamar, you clearly don't want to throw that motherfucker today. Take off. We're going to go down with you running. If you break your leg, nigga, we was finna lose anyway. Anyway, and I'm sorry. That would be my mentality. Because no matter what, on your worst day, can't nobody fuck with you out of that open field.
That's fair.
Can't nobody fuck with you out there. If he get around the corner, can't nobody fuck with him. He can get 10, he can get 14, he can go down. I'm like, bro, just run that bitch. Fuck it. If I go down running with Lamar, I'm cool with that as the coach.
But it's like, bro, like,
I'm cool with that.
But this is just, hold on, Hype. Like, this is, I know what you're about to say, but I don't care. I'm going to say it. This is why Mahomes is so amazing. This nigga is in the same situation. There's nobody open. He has a hurt ankle in the Super Bowl. Nobody's open. This nigga should not be running. He knows he shouldn't be running. But he says, you know what? Fuck that, bro. I have to find a way. We have to get this first down. The nigga runs as fast as he can, which ain't that fast, and somehow manages to get 25 big yards, which changes the entire landscape of the game. So it's like, we give Mahomes credit for that shit. You literally just said that Mahomes will have a run every playoff series or every playoff run that changes the game. Why does Lamar not have these moments? Why does he not have these things?
It's because, bruh, because if Mahomes the boy, everybody sucks. All right? If I got to hear goddamn Mahomes' name one more time, like, I was telling him before you got on here, Cam, the NFL season is cooked.
What you want me to call him? What you want me to call him? The pickaninny?
Because the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl.
Do you believe that, or you just think that because of Patrick Mahomes' hype?
He believes.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nobody can beat them. I think they might go feed it. I think they might go feed it.
Man, watch them lose tonight's game, man.
I hope they do. I don't see a world that they lose tonight's game.
It's highly possible.
I don't think it's possible. They're at home. It ain't
I
happening.
had them winning. I had the Chiefs winning, by the way, but just based off of this conversation, I'm willing to believe that Lamar gonna handle shit tonight.
Listen, the last time I said somebody was gonna go feed it, they at least went to the Super Bowl.
What was that? The 49ers last year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You was high on the 49ers. You think they'll go undefeated this year?
The 49ers done.
What's so much different from last year? Why are they done? Are they figured out?
They're Shanahan babies, man. That guy is a loser, man.
Okay, so they lose with Shanahan.
Yeah, they're Shanahan babies, man. That guy's a loser, man.
Damn.
I don't care what y'all say, man. These coaches matter, man. And as a Jaguars fan, I'm good on Doug Peterson, man. I need him out of here. I'm dead ass.
I said that a year ago.
I want him gone.
I said
I
that
want
a
him
year
out of here,
ago.
man.
I said that a year
I
ago.
want him out of here, bro. I really do. And he's gonna be here for a long time.
He not.
Yes, he is.
If
Watch.
we don't make the playoffs this year,
He not getting fired.
He
No,
get
he
fired.
not. Think about how long Doug Marrone and them was here. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, and Shaq Khan loves him. He not going nowhere. Cam, we need to do some basketball takes, man. Yeah,
Basketball season's over with.
Now I got some shit to talk to you about.
Oh my
about some
God.
basketball. Yeah.
I know it's going to center around Kobe.
Don't start. Don't start. I want to talk to you about. I'm gonna stop this recording and start a new one in a minute. I'm gonna stop this recording. I'm gonna tell you what I want to.